The Secret of Peace. A story about living in present. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by a mountain, there lived a 24 years old young man named Marco. Marco was very restless. His mind was always full of thoughts. All day long different thoughts came and went, making him feel uneasily and tired. He was always sad about his past, worried about his future. Because of these thoughts, his mind was like a storm. He couldn't feel calm, couldn't sleep well, even forgotten how to smile. One day, Marco heard about the distant village in his where wise old man lived. People said that the old man had once been a famous philosophist in his city. He had helped many people find peace of their mind. Now he had left the busy city life and chosen to live close to nature. Sometimes he gave advice to visitors who came seeking help. Curious and helpful, Marco decided to meet him. After many days of long and tedious journey, he finally reached the village. There, he saw a small house covered with the greenery. On the porch sat the old man with his eyes closed, looking peaceful and relaxed. Marco approached him and said softly, "Grandfather, my mind is very restless. I couldn't sleep think. I want to peace in my heart. Can you help me?" The old man slowly opened his eyes and smiled. "So you are looking for a peace," he said. "Come with me. I will give you a small task. Lead Marco to his yard and filled a glass completely with the water right to the top. Then he handed it to the Marco and said, "Walk from here the village and then come back. But remember, you must not spill even the one drop of water." Marco accepted this challenge and holding the glass carefully, he began walking. The road was narrow and busy. The people were talking, children were playing, shopkeepers were calling customer, and dogs were working. But the Marco did not pay attention to any of it. His eyes remained fixed on the glass step by step. He walked slowly and carefully. Finally, he returned to the old man and proudly said, "Grandfather, I did it. Didn't spill even the one drop of water." The old man nodded and asked, "That's good. But tell me, did you see the children playing beside the road? Did you hear the dogs barking?" Marco looked surprised and replied, "No, grandfather. I didn't notice anything. I was only focusing on the glass." The old man smiled gently and said, "That is the secret. When your mind stays in present moment, there is no room to fear, confusion, or uneasy thoughts. When you were focusing on the glass, your mind became quiet. You were not thinking about the past. You were not worried about the future." Slowly, Marco understood. This was not peace. He had been searching for the peace of nothing we find outside ourselves. It is already within us. We learn to live in a present moment. Marco, his heart, and said, "Grandfather, now I understood. If I want to calm in my mind, I must focus on the moment. That is when I real peace comes." The old man smiled. The sun was setting and birds were flying back to their nests and gentle breeze filled the air. Marco started his journey home, but he was no longer the same restless young man. He had changed, his heart was peaceful, because he had learned the secret of the calm mind. Moral of the story: real peace comes when the stop worry about the past. Future learn to live fully the present moment. I hope you love this story. If you love this story, please do comment whatever you learn from this story. My name is Parvendra Kumar. You are listening to me.